DeRico Symonds, 8th generation African Nova Scotian, and Director of Community Engagement and Justice Initiatives here with ANSJI. And so I see community engagement as really being the bridge between the community, government, individuals within Nova Scotia and ANSJI. So a lot of my role is bridging that gap between people here at ANSJI and what is that? And so a lot of it is really building relationships, strengthening some relationships, and bringing people to ANSJI, and also raising awareness about the issues, but also the work that we do. So a lot of it is, so one of the most recent sort of initiatives that we're doing is community days. And really that's, again, just going to community, talking to people about what ANSJI does, but then also offering something. So that something this time was, we had Brandon, our Director of Legal, Brandon Roll, offering information, legal information about particular cases, answering questions that community members may have. And that's one sort of aspect around going to community and, again, bridging that gap. Other ways that may happen may be through helping to sort of sponsor events. There's an event today that I'll be going to support, but really, again, working with individuals, going to community, and raising awareness about things when necessary and where we can. I would say that there's sort of a general kind of template that we would work with in terms of when we go to community, but the issues and things that we talk about are different from community to community. And so we were in New Glasgow recently, we were in Cape Breton, and the things that we heard in New Glasgow were different than the things that we heard in Cape Breton versus the things that we would hear in Truro, as an example. And so, we may go to community with, here's sort of our setup, here's our kind of run of presentation, here's our sort of legal information that we may provide. But the things that we would hear, of course, in different parts of the province would be a little bit different.
I would assume that some of the things you hear will maybe be the same as well.
Yeah, of course.
What are some of the things that you hear that are the same, that are, the most frequent, I guess, same things you hear? Definitely. And what are some of the things that stand out to, I didn't realize that these were the issues that Black people in this community face?
Definitely. So, yeah. So some of the same issues, like maybe the most well-known that would really be the same across a lot of different communities are issues within the justice system, how people feel that they're treated by police, how people experience the justice system as a whole, whether you're incarcerated or you're going to court. That's been sort of a consistent theme that we've heard. We've heard a lot about land loss in historic Black communities and developments or developers sort of popping up, and communities really at risk of losing some of their historic land. And some of the things that, Cape Breton as an example, when we were there, people were talking to us about not just young folks, but young people engaging in drug use, a lot of mental health concerns that we've heard in that particular region. And I don't want to say that was surprising to me. It wasn't surprising, but it was new. It was something different, that we heard when we were there. We were at the Mental Lake Hall. And so hearing from folks there around, here's what some of the issues that our Black community are facing within the community. And it's not necessarily all justice related, but the connection between, drug use and mental health challenges, there's a palpable connection, I suppose, between that and folks being justice involved.
So folks who maybe are using drugs are more likely to end up in the justice system. Is that what you're trying? I don't want words.
Yeah. I mean, I would say that there's definitely a correlation. It's certainly not everybody who uses drugs or everybody who has mental health challenges find themselves in trouble with the law, but there's definitely a higher probability that you may become justice involved, I would say.
Whether you're Black, white, or,
right.
or whoever, but
yeah.
maybe more so when you're Black with additional issues that you face.
Sure, yeah. I mean, no, fair question. And I think, if we take the issues that we know the Black communities are facing, certainly land loss, racism, the issues that we know that the communities have, the challenges they have in relation to the police, in relation to the justice system, and then we layer on the things that in relation to mental health, we layer on, you may have drug use or drug abuse or challenges with substances. We layer that on top of all of the things that Black people experience sort of socially. There's definitely a correlation. It makes it much more challenging.
Oh, honey, we're about to get very busy up in here.